Łukasz Napora was a co-creator of one of Poland's biggest music festivals, Audio River. He was there from the inception until 2017 and was responsible for marketing, public relations and partly for the programme. Every year was a sellout from 2013 onwards, and the event now gathers 30,000 people over 3 days. Łukasz is currently working as a freelance consultant and helps all kinds of music and brands with getting their message across. His list of clients include jazz pianist Paweł Kaczmarczyk, Warsaw Club Sketch Night, as well as an international PR agency, Grayling. He also gives lectures on public relations at the Academy for Music Managers. Łukasz used to be a music journalist for over 15 years. He was the editor-in-chief of T-Mobile Electronic Beats show on 4Fun TV and was co-responsible for electronicbeats.pl. Prior to that, he had his own show on Polish Radio 4, worked for 3 different TV stations as a host, and had his own column in a music magazine and co-created soundrevolt.com, a bilingual website dedicated to electronic music. Welcome to Poland Daily Culture. I'm John Carter, and on this week we'll be looking into Polish electronic music. I'm joined by my guest today, Mr. Łukasz Napora.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. But is there something that we can say that Polish productions in the electronic scene have their own sound, or that in some way we can differentiate their style from their kind of foreign counterparts?
I wouldn't say so. There's a very few countries that can say that, in my opinion. Poland. We have some people have unique style. Jacek Sienkiewicz has a unique style. Definitely, Magda had a unique style. And she really did something important on electronic music because she helped develop a label with a unique style that was really like a sound that was coming from that label. But you know, in that same label was an American guy called Troy Pierce and Geyser, so it wasn't Polish. Can I say something about other Polish producers being unique? Each of them are unique in a way, but I wouldn't say, you know, you listen to them and it's him or her. Silence is also you know the guy. Yeah. He had a kind of unique style in drum and bass. Mm-hmm. But it's not a Polish style. They're not playing Polish folk music in every track.
Yeah, well, you know, it's funny. Maybe my question was more because I was thinking about kind of scalpel style, and this is kind of something kind of borrowed from something authentically Polish. And you know, I was kind of thinking maybe others had gone down that road. You know, I've listened to a few things which is, you know, you can definitely say that they've borrowed from Poland's past. And
but this is not, I wouldn't call it the Polish sound.
Right.
Because there's just, you know, of course there's going to be people in each country that's going to sample their old music.
Yeah.
So it's like, but is it the style of the country? It's just electronic music mixed with folk. Or with something. Scalpel was also jazz. Yeah. You know, and jazz in Polish is very strong, and it's an internationally known music. So that's also a different story. The countries that can say something that they have their own sound, I think it's UK.
Yeah.
You have UK house. You have, you know, UK garage. We don't have anything like that. Also, in there was a moment with South American and South European countries like Greece when there was like a progressive scene, and you could hear that the producers coming from down there have this a certain vibe of electronic music. There's a kind of Scandinavian electronic music that everyone's copying, but that's also theirs.
Yeah.
We're not that strong. I'm sorry. We're borrowing.
electronic music is a way of connecting people, gathering together just for the feeling.
Maybe then, moving away from the music side of things, how would you describe then the Polish club scene? Again, I'm thinking in the same way. How does it kind of differentiate, or does it differentiate? Would you walk into a place and say, yeah, this is a kind of typical Polish dance or something like that?
Typical Polish club. A few years ago, I would say, oh, the sound is crappy, so it's probably a Polish club. But right now, everything is much better, of course. What can I say about Polish club? Well, what I can say and what is sad for me is that we don't have like high-end, pristine, elegant and underground clubs in Poland. Smolna is closest to that place. I mean, a place when you're not afraid to sit on the couch. Places like I know this is high, but I'm talking about Switzerland, but also in Berlin. There's Watergate, a place where everything looks great and high end. Everything is clean, and there's good music. Because in Poland, when you have something nicely looking, it's very often for the more spending customer.
Yeah.
And the music is bad. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but...
No, I agree.
I'm sorry, but a lot of the well-earning customers in Poland are not into music, but are into looking well, spending a lot of money,
Yep.
getting champagne. And I'm sorry to speak in cliche, but this is what I see in those kinds of clubs. It's not about the music, it's about being there. And
the look, yeah.
And the look. And if you bring this kind of look to an underground scene, the alternative people are saying, okay, this is not for us, there's something wrong. So a good electronic music has to look bad in a way. I think the best clubs are at best look like Fabric do.
Yeah.
So not too shabby and not too elegant.
Hit the sweet point of griminess and and a little elegance.
Exactly.
All right.
Exactly. But with Smolna looks very well. It has got a good sound, and there are places that are invested in good sound. Smolna has a lot of headliners, so their lineup is like the lineup in Berlin. But there are also great clubs that don't invest that much in foreign lineup, like Sphinx 700, which is the longest running probably club in Poland right now. It's like 25 years.
Wow.
They're in the seaside in Sopot, and they don't have foreign headliners every week, but they still manage to go on. One of the owners, I don't know if he's still one of the owners, but he used to be, is Leszek Możdżer.
Yeah.
Which is like a funny story.
Okay.
But Leszek is into electronic music. And I remember him getting him into Ode River because he was going to Płock and didn't have tickets. So I personally arranging him tickets when everything was sold out. So that's like a funny story with jazz and electronic. So there are different places, different clubs. Every city is a bit different. If something is definitely Polish, again, I wouldn't say.
Mr. Łukasz Napora, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Join us next time on Poland Daily Culture, and we'll be back again same time tomorrow. Goodbye.